Hello everybody, BrioS here, and today I am going to talk about skill tree planning yet again. In my previous two videos, we talked about the need to plan your skills in a planner before actually going into the client to sink in those skill points. That will save lots of time and frustration. And for that, we were using Tarogato Skill Tree Planner. Link is in the description below. It is a really good planner and I still recommend it. But the purposes of this video is to recommend another planner. So that is Kitlaan's planner. Gman129, also known as MetaMechs, alerted me to this planner, and coincidentally we both found this before we found Tarogato's planner. That was when the patch dropped, but Kitlaan had not updated it by then, so I did not recommend it. But he has been putting in lots of effort to update the data and actually add a shitload of features. So right now, I prefer this. And I will be using this to plan my mechs. So why Kitlaan's? So if you look at it, firstly, it is color-coded. Blue for cooldown, green for range in the weapon skill tree, and it makes it really easy to plan. If you follow MetaMechs methodology about goal nodes and high priority nodes, the link to his methodology is in the description below. For example, if you want to use this methodology and you're looking for laser duration, when you mouse over laser duration, you'll see they're all highlighted. So it's a very good visual cue. So you can set your goal nodes. And another good thing about Kitlaan's planner, even though you have not started at the top, you can actually select them. And there's a visual indicator with red dotted lines to show that it is invalid. But it helps you plan how you want to get that. For example, laser duration, this one here, I can plan the routes. If I want to get this, I can plan the routes. And if I want to undo, I can click again or clear all nodes. So this is Kitlaan's planner. Visually, a lot more visual cues to help you move along and plan your mech. So let's get down to the case study of using this planner, Kitlaan's planner, to plan the skills for a Javelin. So Javelin's also dropped, and I don't normally do this, but for you guys, I'm going to spend skill points to level a Javelin. So the Javelin I'm going to talk about is the 11B, available through the Reinforcements pack. So this Javelin has 4 missile hard points. It is unique because it has ECM, but it also does not jump. So design intent is what I normally use to plan my mechs. So prior to skill tree, I think about what I want my mech to do. So this mech doesn't jump, so I want to move in fast, have lots of turning ability, lots of output of damage. I don't want to overheat. And before the enemy comes back to reinforce, I want to get out of there and disappear using my ECM. So if you look at the skill tree, that would mean I want lots of heat generation. I can actually select them here. See? So these will be my goal nodes. I want to get as many of them as possible. And also cooldown, because I do not want to shut down. So using Kitlaan's planner, you can actually find your goal nodes easily and highlight them. Other nodes which are really useful would be velocity. So as you can see, I can select them and I can plan the fastest route to unlock them. There it is. So this applies to all the structures, all the skill trees rather, and I've already done it up. So here is my skill trees for the Javelin 11B. So as you can see, it is done up already. I've gotten lots of heat generation because those are my goal nodes. I missed out a few because I sacrificed it to bring a bit more balance. I took all the cooldowns, and as you can see, I have no armor structure, some agility, lots of anchor turn because I want it to be a turn fighter, turning around big mechs and taking them out before they can do damage to me. Mech operations, a lot of it because I don't want to shut down. 9 points for sensor. I always try to recommend 9 points, but the allocation is a bit separate because I want enhanced ECM 22.5 and 1 extra consumable slot. So if you look at this, the skills are here and it gives me anchor turn 20%, cool run 10%, so I generate 10% less heat, cooldown 12% so I can fire faster, ECM, XL decel which is known as kinetic burst 17.5, heartbreak is decel 14%, I even have speed tweak 4.5%, so on and so forth. So this is the skill tree for my Javelin 11B. So let's go into the client and lock them in. Okay, so here I am in the MechWarrior Online client with my Javelin 11B, And this mech, I played it a bit before the skill tree, or rather before I planned it. And as you can see, I have got 7 skill points out of a total of 91. So I'm going to show you how to add 84 SPs and top it up to 91 using GXP. So first you have to click add SP, select the different kinds. I am going to use GXP. I know I have GSP, but I will show you how to use GXP. So I've got a lot of GXP, yep, way too much. So I'm going to choose 84. That will cost me 3.78 million C-bills, but for you, I will do that. So total skill points, 84. So converting it, I now have 86 skill points. So based on the skill planner done by Kitlaan, I'm going to add skill points, and yet again I have my tablet placed on my left, so I can choose the skills that I want based on the planner. So yet again, clicking here, clicking there, very clicky interface. Alright, after much clicking, I have fast forwarded to show you that I have locked in my skill points, all 91, mastered in that sense just for you, and all this based on the Kitlaan Skill Planner, which helped me plan. I was able to click confidently and choose the skills I wanted. So this build, triple SRM4 and Guardian ECM, XL250. So now, if you look at my quirks, just a few things to take note. I have a cooldown of 12%, allowing me to fire faster. I have only rated depth 20%, but I have ECM, so that's not a worry. I even have seismic 100 meters. I have a deceleration rate of 14% and an acceleration of 17.5. Being a light mech, those bonuses will be multiplied by to produce quite a large difference. And I have a heat dissipation of 10%, allowing me to cool down much faster, higher SRM capacity because I got Missile Rack 1 skill, and a cooldown of total of 17%, including the original 5% quirk. And because it's gonna be an anchor turner, I have an increased turn rate of 20%. So that's how I plan my Javelin 11B using the Kitlaan Skill Planner. That is an alternative to the Tarogato Skill Planner. The links are all below in the description. Do check it out.